Alright, welcome back to your first Chrono Trigger speedrun, once again. We left off last time just finishing Zombar, and we're going to go up to the Dindor Mountains. And so you're going to run straight past these guys. You got to do it quickly, because if the birds see you, so if you like hang out, then they will call, they'll wake up the other dudes and you have an extra encounter there. So we go up to this screen here just to grab this chest, which is a Mirage Hand. And so we're going to upgrade Robo right away to the Mirage Hand. And once you come in here, we're going to turbo through this. You have two encounters here with Tata coming out. The first one's just standard auto battle, and you can do this a couple ways. You can set Luca on flamethrower here, and that makes the next fight a little easier. But as you see, Robo immediately kills it, so you could just sit here. You can just auto battle it out. The reason you would set flamethrower is because the next fight, Robo's going to do it again, but it's not going to kill, and so you want to pop over to Luca real quick, flamethrower to get him to have his hammer removed, and then Chrono will finish that fight. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, pretty simple. Alright, so there's a bunch of skips through here. That sleeping guy we just ignore. These guys you just escape up here. Always seems weird. They almost always hit Robo for 0 if he's in Berserk mode. I don't know what's going on with what's like the RNG for that. Or anyways, that one, as you can see, is just a little tight corner. You just gotta not go down as he's coming through here. Alright, this next screen, you have to kind of immediately go down or you're going to run into an extra encounter here. So we'll go over. Oh, and I'm not going to get it. Once in a while, there's no encounter here. But it's a good habit to come here and then just kind of slide down. Oh, there he is. And you can slide down. But as you see, the first time I went through there, it wasn't there. So once in a while it does that. Most of the time he pops down here. And you just gotta avoid him. If you run into him, you get the encounter. As you come up here, you can sometimes make this fast if you diagonally go left. Okay. But on PC, because diagonals are so slow. Actually, let's see if we can try that again. On PC, because diagonals are so slow, it's tough to get that encounter skip. So here we're gonna go down and up. I'm trying not to use diagonals as much as possible until right after the ladder. Okay, nope. Just not happening today. So yeah, so expect to get this one most of the time, but once in a while I get the counter skip here, and it has to do with as soon as you're off the ladder, like diagonal straight out of there. And then when you do that, the bird will follow you over here. And he will start another encounter right here. And so you need to keep going. If you get caught by the bird, if he's following you and you get caught by him, you get this encounter too. This is pretty easy. You're just running through here, picking the chest. He's throwing a rock at you from across the waterfall. It's fine. All right, this one, I think you can go straight across because of the hitbox. I tend to like to kind of slightly go up, just in case. But where is this encounter? Let's see. Okay, there it is. Yeah, okay. Oh, and you can't escape this one. Okay. Let's just reset the screen so I don't screw up my MP for the next fight. Okay, so straight across works, but if you're just down just a little bit, you're gonna get that encounter. All right, coming up here, we kind of go left out of the ladder. Similar thing here. I think if you go straight off the ladder, you get the encounter. This one escapable? No. Alright, we'll just auto battle it out. What is this chest? Oh, that's a gold chest. Yeah, we never got that chest. So yeah, usually you come up out of here and go left around here. You don't have to go like around the edges. You're just avoiding this kind of middle spot. So it's kind of a slight left. All right, now this next screen is the killer encounter screen. Probably one of the worst encounters to get in the run. So first I'm going to demonstrate how bad it is if you miss this. So here we go. Sometimes, okay, there we go. All right, so we have to take this encounter. If you miss it, these are non-escapable. And then, oh no, another encounter. Oh, and I'm picking on Chrono. Oh, but wait, it's not over yet. That one. Oh, but there's still more. Oh yeah, and the birds. The birds counter. Okay, so that's why you do not want to miss this skip, okay? So the cool thing is if you start to miss that skip on PC, there's the autosave is right there. So you can try again. The main thing is that's it. That's it. So we're basically just trying to avoid this. There's just this one spot as you come in. And it's immediately to your left, I think. So if you come up, I usually do I actually have a habit of doing this like doot 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 and then going up, going like that. But I think you can actually, maybe I should get in a better habit of this, just going straight around. And that works just as fine. All right, this screen's pretty easy. These guys will aggro unless you have this perfect lineup. To get this perfect lineup, I rub up against this like diagonal wall here and then just keep holding left and then you won't aggro them. Now, we're not gonna immediately go up, we gotta go down. We have to go down this left side. We're gonna ignore this chest. So you hit down again. And we are gonna grab this chest. And this is our silver earring. Very important, this thing adds 50% to your health. And we need it to survive Magus's phase 2. We need it so Chrono can survive Magus's phase 2. So anyways, coming down the waterfall means we have to come back and do this screen again. And then this screen again. And this time we go up. Now this guy will not like react here. There's no point here that he will like, and probably if you can you talk to him? Quite, you ruin our ambush. So yeah, you can even talk to him. He doesn't do anything until you come down this ladder. So if you come straight down the ladder, he will bring a dude and they will ambush you. But if you hold left coming out, then you can completely avoid it. So that's the key here. Let's see. So coming down the ladder. Yeah, that's where it is. So if you hold left as you're coming down the ladder, you can just completely avoid it. Okay, this one for a while like used to confuse me because you want to like diagonally go down to this bridge and you can't, so you go straight over and down because in this part down here is an encounter somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. So yeah, anyways, the main thing here is just over and down. All right, mountains are nice. Just bug this guy till he gives you a magic capsule. And then we're down to the left. All right, we're gonna grab a speed capsule, and then this next skip is a little weird. So you're gonna immediately come down and fall down this ladder. Gonna take like 2 steps forward, first rock, come up here, and then you skip that guy. So what happens if you don't do this right? I think I have to reset the screen. Okay, let's say you just immediately come up here. Oh no, he knocks you off the ladder and he wakes these guys up. So yeah, so there's a timing thing here that you don't want to deal with that. So unfortunately it does mean pausing for a second. So you go here, you take like a couple steps, 1 rock, run up, and you'll know you're in the right spot because as you're coming up, he's still up here. If he's down here, he's gonna knock you off the ladder. All right, and then we need some health here. So yeah, heal up here if you got hit, or if you got some encounters along the way and stuff. All right, there's 2 main strats. I think the beginner strat uses Fire Punch, so we're gonna switch to I think Guardian Bangle. Yeah. So there's Fire Punch strat and there's Robo Berserk. Robo Berserk has its issues. It's a more advanced technique. I'll go over both a little bit, but let's just start with Fire Punch. So basically, we're gonna come in and Maza and Mune it's a 2-part fight. The first part is Maza and Mune, and you just have to kill one of them. And if you put them both to sleep and then you just hit the other one, then the other won't wake up and they can't counterattack and they won't do anything. Technically, if you just hit the left one, he'll just sit there and do nothing. If you just hit the right one and the other one's asleep, he will eventually like attack you and stuff here and there, but it's not as bad as their counterattack and stuff. Once you hit them enough, they merge and become the Big Daddy Masamune that skipped leg day. And so you, at that point, auto battle's king to make things faster, but we're going to be doing Fire Punch and Chrono attacking, but Chrono's also going to be on healing duty. So man, I haven't done this strat in a long time because I'm so used to Berserk strats, but let's give it a try. So you come up to the sword, the little kids are going to stop you. Okay, immediately you're gonna Hypno Wave. And then, alright, so then we're gonna try to attack the left one and Fire Punch it. So this is our gig. Now the cool thing is if you did the right one, then you can auto battle Chrono, because that's the default target. So that's one way to go. Like I said, the only bad thing about the right one is that if it's there, it will be attacking you during those couple 3 hits. Okay. They're gonna merge, and then we're gonna do our best to fire punch him to doom. Oh, I should also mention. So Chrono's on heal duty, but Chrono's also on. They're both set to fire punch now. That's good. They're also on. Okay, he's gonna want to heal himself after that. Okay, he's storing Whirlwind, so I'm gonna do Wind Slash. So storing Whirlwind means he's gonna do a vacuum wave if you don't handle this, and it's a AoE that's not fun. So anytime he's storing Whirlwind, he will counterattack, but also that vacuum wave is coming up. So we're gonna Wind Slash to make that go away. And then Fire Punch. Okay, and then eventually his hits become a little bit more hefty. I think it's halfway through. There's storing Whirlwind. Come on. Now Robo can tank it a little better than the other two, but eventually you do need to heal him. Oh. That's going to cause a counterattack. Okay, there you go. So you do have a good amount of time to get that Wind Slash off, like a couple turns maybe. So sometimes it's a good spot to like rest. It's a good time to like heal and then do it. If you're gonna do that, I suggest doing a heal with Luca instead of Chrono. Just make sure you get her back on Fire Punch tech so you can kind of roll through it again. Oh, should have healed. Let's do this. Yeah, it becomes a balancing act. Oop. Okay, we're fine. Alright, there you go. Alright, that is the Fire Punch beginner strat. It's a good way to go. I think the more advanced strat with Berserk Robo is just it can be faster, and you don't have to take Berserk off, and then you're really rolling through auto battle. And so anytime you're on auto battle, it's like 50% speed up. But the downside is the when they're split. So when Robo's on Berserk, he can hit either one, and you want him to hit the same one every time. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to do that strat with Berserk strats. So let's put Berserk back on. So you would leave Berserk on in this case. So instead of Fire Punch, you can't do Fire Punch now. Instead of Fire Punch, we're going to use Luca Fire on the first fight, and then let Robo and Chrono attack. And then instead of Chrono healing, we're going to auto battle, and then Luca is the lowest attack, so she's gonna be the one healing. Alright, so we start this out the same. We're gonna Hypno Wave. And then I like to wait and see what Robo hits. So Robo's hitting that one. I'm going to attack it. I'm going to try to get a fire and another attack up before he gets his next turn, because we don't know which one he's going to pick. Yeah, so he picked the wrong one. So for safety, he can Hypno Wave again. Okay, he's hitting that one again, which is nice. Does not always happen. Okay, cool. He's helping us out today. Okay, so that went pretty well. So as you can see, that's pretty fast. But he hit the wrong one once. He can continue to hit the wrong one, and then eventually you either have to just go with him, or just do some extra attacks and get counterattacked until you finish. But here's how this fight goes now. Now we can just kind of auto battle this and hope for some good crits. Which good crits to start there. And you can kind of ignore his attacks at first because they're pretty weak, but like I said, once he gets to that 50% spot. Oh yeah, and then there's that. Alright, so then I'm gonna do a heal. He's storing Whirlwind, I'm gonna Wind Slash, and then we're back into auto battle. So this becomes like an auto battle fest. And there's at some point you start to memorize where in the music the Wind Slash comes in. So there's a certain point where you just get so used to like hearing the music, and then at what point he's gonna do his thing. Okay, and then like on the third Wind Slash, if you've done everything pretty well, oop, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, no, yeah, anyways, we didn't need to. I was gonna heal Robo there, but we were in good shape. Like by the time he's hit his third storing wind energy thing, that's when you know like we're getting really close to the end of the fight. So if you want to risk it, you can just keep auto battling, maybe even not. I wouldn't say skip a Wind Slash, but I'd say after you Wind Slash, you're probably going to have a couple more hits left. So anyways, that's the two strats that are good for Masamune. Berserk strats can be good and fast, but they can also, with RNG, be not as fast. So if you've seen my RNG manip stuff, you know that we can manip which ones Robo's hitting, and so then that one becomes a little more viable. We also manip a bunch of crits on the second fight. Alright, so we're going to come up here, we're going to get the Broken Blade. And then first, if you do Berserk strats, you always have to remember right here. This is where I like to do it. You don't have to do it right here, but take the Berserk ring off. Give him the Guardian Bangle. Very important, because when we go see Ayla, Robo has a big part to take out the Reptites, and he won't be doing shit if he's on Berserk. He'll be randomly attacking, and he'll probably wipe the party. All right, here we go and see Tata. We get the hero medal. Coming in there, there are two dings. Ding, ding. There's a couple dialogues. The father comes down and around, and then there's that ding. And then after the second ding, you can leave, even if there's dialogue box. We're coming into Frog's lair here. All right, so this is another timing for the skips here. On SNES, there's a different way to do this. That's because you have fast diagonals, but we do this a little different on PC. I'll just demonstrate to start. So we're gonna kind of pop to the right, come up all the way to the left, and then get past there. We saw a new. All right, and that's it. So that we'll do that again on the next time through, but it's a similar way out, but we'll stay to the left, we'll diagonal down, and then go straight down. If you're not careful there's some snakes that pop out at the end when leaving, and so you have to be like right on point to like skip that. All right, you come in here, talk to Frog. So I hit left and I'm turboing, and then I come up here and I hit up and I'm turboing. And you'll talk to Frog, and then he'll move, and then you'll check his nightstand chest. And then that's where we find the broken hilt. And that's where we realize that, oh, we can go talk to Melchior about fixing the sword. Okay, this is gonna be another quick one, so stay to the left, all the left past that rock, right diagonal, straight down, and you'll skip those snakes coming out. We'll do it one more time after Nizbel. All right, coming out here, there's still a chance that you don't kill this dude, so it's faster to not attack while not auto battle while running. A little thing that Senpai B Dude has got on my case about is coming in here. The portal, if you come in straight to the portal, like from here, they're going to move down while it opens and then come up. So if you come in and you come from the down direction, they're going to have less movement, and so you'll save like frames, maybe even a second, from not having to wait for them to move to the right spot. All right, we're going to talk to Melchior again. We'll talk to Melchior a lot. Well, yeah, we'll come back and have him make the sword later too. So yeah, there's a little bit of a back and forth here. Also, it is a fun. It is a required thing. You have to go talk to Melchior, even though we know, because we played the game before, where we're going next. So don't skip this. I just run up here, turbo him, and then leave. And now we can go see Ayla. I think we'll split it up though. I think that'll be the next video. So next video, we're gonna go do Ayla and Nizbel.